Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at production possibilities and putting those down on a production possibility graph to make a production possibility curve. Now, you would think that this is ridiculous and really time consuming because you can just do these things in your head, but businesses actually pay economists good money to chart things like this out to make sure that they're being efficient and they're not wasting any of their resources and they're maximizing the amount of products or services that they can produce with the 4 factors of production that they have at hand. Now, you'll see in a graph here momentarily that anytime that a business or a person is producing on the actual curve itself, they are said to be efficient. They're not wasting anything. If they are producing left of the line, meaning they are producing less than what they could be, they are said to be inefficient. And the only way that they can ever get to grow, meaning to move right of that line, is if they invest in their land, labor, or capital. Or their labor, that too. So today's issue is that, so I'm going to be planting a garden, and I've got kale and cauliflower here. So here are my 2 seeds. It just so happens that for every kale plant that I plant, I have to give up a cauliflower because they both take the same amount of land in the ground space that I've got. So I really like kale and I really like cauliflower. So I'll show you guys a graph on what that looks like for my production possibilities, what I possibly could be producing in my garden, and then I'll show you guys the outcome. We're going to learn how to draw a production possibility graph. Always start by labeling. You want to always give it a title, and you always want to make sure that you label your graph, both sides, the X and the Y. So I always start a production possibility by making a chart of what my 2 products are. Here it's kale and cauliflower. I know it's a 1-for-1 give up. If I plant 1 kale, I have to give up a cauliflower and vice versa. So I can have maximum 10 kale, no cauliflower, or maximum 10 cauliflower, no kale, and then all of the combinations or production possibilities in between. From there, you take that chart number and you put it in a graph. So I'm going to put kale down at the bottom, 0 through 10, and cauliflower running up the vertical, 0 through 10, and I just plot those points. And all of these points, once you connect them together, this is going to give you your production possibility curve or your production possibility frontier. Anytime that you produce on this line, you are said to be efficient, meaning you are not wasting anything. You have planted the maximum amount that you can with your resources that you had at hand. Now, if I show that I'm producing left of the line, that means that I'm inefficient. And that could be because maybe I hurt my back and I couldn't give the labor for the day, or maybe I lost some of the seeds, or maybe I didn't have the rake to rake out the garden, so I didn't have a physical capital. And of course, anytime you produce right of the line, it's because you've invested in your land, labor, or capital to make your garden bigger. That's it in a nutshell. In a drum roll, I will show you what my garden looks like. Just kidding, but I'll definitely give you guys updates throughout the year. All right, take care until next time.